Cancers, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. For all my Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. We are now at the beginning of August, so we're going to be covering the 2nd till the 8th. This is we're going to be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. So I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. And what else? Okay, so on the 6th, so towards like the end of the week, we may be feeling overall a little bit of tension and like resistance in the air due to the Sun in Leo squaring Uranus and Taurus. But then on the 8th, at the end of the week, very end of the week, we have the new moon in Leo. So this is like re-energizing, a little reset, giving us an opportunity to kind of rethink our passions, our motivations, and kind of set the tone for the next 30 days or so. So use this new moon energy to really get excited again, to set new affirmations, new intentions that you want to manifest in your life. And make sure you put all your feelings, your emotions, your heart into it, right? Because Leo's like your heart, your passions, your creativity, all that stuff, okay? All right, so please listen for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, guys, and keep in mind these are general, so keep an open mind, listen with an open mind, open heart, take what fits and leave the rest out. All right, so my beautiful Cancers, let's start off with your health. So we got here the Unknown card. So for some of you, I'm getting that some of you at night, you may sleep very funny, or maybe you do wacky things when you're asleep. Maybe you like slap yourself, or I don't know, maybe you sleep kind of crazy, or maybe some of you sleep like angels. I don't know, but I'm getting that some of you have like weird sleeping habits when you're like in a deep sleep and you don't know it. Maybe some of you sleepwalk, or maybe some of you are super restless. I don't know, but this week you may find that like you have like a bruise somewhere in your arm, or like a cut, or like a mark somewhere, and you're like, how did I get that? Like, I didn't fall, I didn't hit myself, what the heck, how did that happen? It may have come from when you were sleeping and you did something wacky, or maybe it wasn't even that at all. It's just something mysterious. You're like, I don't know how I got that. Like, what? Like, that doesn't make sense. So something for you may not make sense this week. You're like, why do I feel sick? Why did I get a random headache for like 1 minute and then it just went away? Like, what was that all about? So something kind of weird, unexplainable could happen to you this week. I don't think it's nothing like life-threatening or anything serious like that, but just something a little weird. You're like, what the heck? Like my arm, like my wrist starts hurting out of nowhere, but then it goes away like in a few minutes. What was that all about? Like just something really weird, unexpected, but then it just goes away. So you may just be thrown off by it, like, what? Okay, that's weird. But then it kind of just resolves itself right away. And you're like, I could have sworn I thought I had a cut here, and now it just went away. It just like healed itself. So there may be some weird instances, just strange things that could occur this week for you, but it's like small things, nothing really major. You're just like, okay, all right, and you just keep it moving. So just brush it off. Don't pay no attention. For most of you, it won't be anything really too serious, so don't worry. But don't be surprised if you wake up, you see a bruise or a scratch, and you're like, what? I don't know how that got there. It'll go away. All right, when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, we have the Knight of Cups. So I think work, school, finances, whatever those areas of life, I feel like it's going pretty smoothly for you this week. I don't really see any bumps or hurdles or big challenges. If there are, it's like very minor, nothing really crazy. You could be getting along really well with your coworkers or colleagues or associates, clients, customers. Things are just going pretty smoothly. I feel like there's nothing really major happening, nothing really bad, nothing really good. It's just kind of coasting. It's going pretty well. Maybe you feel a little bit more helpful energy or more supported this week than usual. Not like anything major, but it just seems like, okay, you know, it's nothing really crazy. I'm not really mad. I'm not really stressed. I don't have like a big extra workload, nor do I have like nothing to do. I'm just, okay, I'm good. It's coasting, nothing really special going on. But I think that's a good thing, right? We don't want to be thrown off with anything really crazy or unexpected, but it feels like it's flowing pretty well this week, and you're getting along pretty well with people, or getting along with customers. No crazy clients or crazy customers or colleagues or co-workers, nothing like that. So it seems to be going pretty good. All right, I like to see that. So when it comes to your love, dating, and relationships, your love message here we have is solitude. And for some of you, maybe you're 42 years old, or maybe the number 42 resonates with you, or 4 plus 2 is 6 possibly. So what do you see? What do you feel when you see this man? I think it's a guy. He's just sitting, probably, to me it seems like he's sitting on a log looking over like water, and he's just, maybe this is really early or maybe this is late at night. He seems to be contemplating, thinking about something. So maybe there's something that's been on your mind and you're like, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Just, I don't feel like sadness, nor do I feel happiness. I just feel kind of like, all right, like, I don't know, just trying to make sense of something, but not like any extreme emotion. So your overall emotion though here we have is of like shame, feeling ashamed, or feeling unworthy of some sort. And maybe this is just something you kind of feel lightly, or something you carry from like your childhood or from the past. But let's see. And then on this side for this person, they are feeling curious, maybe curious about you, curious about the possibilities of what you guys could be or end up in. Maybe they are someone who's interested in you, or just someone who asks you a lot of questions, or seems to be kind of really fascinated. Maybe you're very different than someone they usually would talk to. And of course, this applies, you know, whether you're single, in a relationship, married, divorced, situationship, it doesn't matter. We just mainly try to cover the energies. So just be open about it. On your side here, we have the Devil, 10 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. And when you see the Devil, I don't want you to think like, oh my gosh, like it's demons summoning. And no, it's not like that, okay? And then on this side for this person, we have the 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, so 2 4s on the ground here for this person. So this could be someone who's very private, or likes to keep things you know, private and hidden, or is very stubborn a little bit. Maybe could be another Cancer or a Taurus as well. I feel like they really value their stability, security, maybe money, or their values. Could be something that's very like important to them, their valuables. So some of you could have Capricorn somewhere in your chart, and this other person again could be a Taurus, maybe another Cancer, but I feel like more so Taurus, maybe a Leo, or another fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, possibly an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But it doesn't have to be, guys. It could be any sign, like I always say to you. It could just be the energy this person is embodying at this time. So what I'm getting overall is that this person at first has been kind of really resistant towards you, or has not been budging. Maybe it's kind of been hard for them to like get them to be comfortable or like open up to you. They've been almost like maybe playing hard to get, or giving you a hard time, or just like not giving you the responses that you would hope for. Kind of being just difficult. And I think that over the course of this week and maybe the next few weeks, they may start to open up to you a little bit more, like slowly and slowly. I feel like they're, you know, like when you first hear a song and you don't really like the song, but then as you start to hear it, you're like, you know what, it's not so bad. You know what, I kind of like it. What's the word? Like you start to, it not rubs on you, it grows on you. Okay, so it feels like you're growing on them. Like they're like, at first they were just like, no, and now they're like, you know what, Cancer's kind of cute, or Cancer's sweet. I think I like Cancer. So it feels like they're opening up to you, and it's leading up to some kind of like revelation, or some kind of big reveal that they didn't expect to feel. They didn't expect to like come out and say to you. So you are sparking their curiosity, even if at first it doesn't seem like it. And I think for you, you may feel kind of like guilty, not guilty. You may feel kind of like, oh, like I don't know why. You're just really drawn to them, or you're really attracted to them. Maybe how they look, or you know, how they, something physical about them, or maybe how they smell, or how they talk, or just something kind of like third dimensional about them that you really like. You're like, oh, I don't want to like them because of that. Like I don't want to be superficial, but I can't help it. I'm just so drawn to them, or I'm just so attracted to them. So you almost feel like, I shouldn't be like that. But hey, we're all humans. We all have desires. It's okay. Don't try to suppress it. If you're attracted to someone, you can't help it if you feel that way. But don't feel guilty. Don't feel bad about it. Don't feel like you're a bad person for being drawn to someone for those things. But it feels like this person's almost like kind of difficult, or giving you a hard time, or maybe just not easy to budge. It's like not hard. It's not easy to get them to open up or to talk to you, or they seem to be closed off. Like maybe they're closed off or shy. I wouldn't say shy, but I just think they're kind of really private or like conservative or closed off. But it's almost like maybe kind of a little bit interesting to you, maybe a little bit of a challenge. But I think as you guys get to know each other, maybe start talking, I think you're thinking more practically this week, or using like practical tactics and actions to kind of get to them. And it feels like you pretty much show through your actions that, hey, like, you know what, I'm looking for a serious relationship. Like I'm not trying to like mess with your heart or just be this temporary fling. Like if you're interested, you know, I'm down for it. And like I would be interested in something serious if you are. And I think this catches their attention, maybe just how you carry yourself, how you go about things. They see that you're different than other people. You're not just like trying to, you know, I don't know, you're just different. You're not like everybody else. And I think that starts to pique their interest, and they see that and they're like, okay, you know what? I kind of like Cancer. I like how they carry themselves. You know, they make me feel comfortable. I don't feel like they're just like everybody else. And they start to warm up to you. So this person's like, you're growing on them. And it's not to say like, oh, you have to fight for their attention or love, but it just feels like at first they were like totally like no, like rejecting you, but now it seems like they're growing more interested in you over time. So whatever strategy you're doing, it seems like it's working, okay? And so now you're like, you know what? I'm just not gonna pressure them. I'm gonna wait patiently, and we'll just see. And I feel like your patience is gonna be paying off because you're not coming off desperate. You're not coming off with like desperation or anything. And I feel like that's really intriguing them. They like that. They're like, you know what, Cancer's coming off just confident. They don't like hound me or do anything crazy. I kind of like that, you know, I like their energy. It's different. And maybe you are attracted to this person, but they're different than what you would usually go for. This is maybe not someone you would usually like date or you know, come together with. And maybe vice versa. Like maybe they thought you're like a player, or they thought you were not serious, or you're just messing with their head or messing with their heart, and then they see, actually no, like maybe I judged a book by its cover too soon. So maybe both of you were a little more open, but maybe they thought right away like, oh no, Cancer's probably just gonna mess with me. They don't want anything serious. But then as they start to see you and understand you more, like, oh, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Like maybe that's not the case, and I'm just like prejudging without really getting to know them. So it looks like maybe by the end of the week, they could speak out and ask you something or reveal something to you, have this like important conversation, and you may be surprised, like, oh, what? Okay, like they may start asking you questions or ask you something. And I feel like they're starting to like open up to you. Like they're starting to slowly like get warmer and warmer, like warmed up to you. And I feel like there's going to be some kind of like revelation or like a reveal or something you learn about them, or something that they tell you, like a story. You're like, wow, okay, like they never talk to anyone, or they never like open up like this, and they're opening up to me. Like, wow, that's makes me feel really special. And I think you should feel special, because it feels like they're very like private or just like to themselves. So it's not really easy to get them to just like open up to anyone. So it looks like they're going to be speaking out, maybe saying something to you or sharing something with you or asking you something, like them initiating the conversation, or them messaging you, or then texting you or calling you, and you're going to be like, what? Okay, like I was literally just sitting here doing nothing, minding my business, and long behold, they came and they reached out to me. So it may take you by surprise. All right, so we're gonna dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, see where their energy's at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice. All right, so we'll continue this on in the extended. The link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care, and I wish you guys all the best. Have a beautiful week. Bye.